Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful Christmas. Today I just wanted to speak to you all for just a little while, if you don't mind. This past Sunday I was halfway through a script for a video about the horrific terrorist attack that happened on the 20th of December in Magdeburg, Germany. I was going to speak honestly and earnestly about how I truly felt in that moment, and about how the European governments are not only complicit, but actively allowing this to happen. As well as how in the last merely 10 to 15 years, Europe and certain places in Europe have changed to the point where they are completely unrecognizable from what they once were. But on Sunday morning, I spoke with my wife, and as I was preparing the video, she kind of suggested to me that I should abandon the idea and kind of keep this channel far away from the real world and all the negative things associated with it. I made this channel initially to bring positivity and, happiness to people and entertain people, not to involve too much of the real world. I implore you, if you are young and you have a positive outlook on life, and especially if you have a negative outlook on life, stay away from the mainstream media and the news, because it will really, really put you in a dark place. And then it can put me in a dark place even if I see one headline come through, because it's not something that's worth your time. It's better to not know what's going on and to live your life. 99% of the news you don't need. After giving it some thought, I concurred with the idea, and I thought, well, this channel is simply not the place. I'm quite emotional, sentimental typically about, these horrible things happening. I let myself get angry and upset about these things fairly easily. And I didn't want to drag you into that emotion with me. So I decided against posting such a video. So instead of this, today, I wish to speak with you about family and how important it is, and it's something that a lot of people have forgotten in the modern day, which is a great shame. After I just turned 18, I left school to move to the other side of the world to live with my wife, Erica. She's my wife now. She wasn't my wife at the time, of course. But we have been together for almost 10 years now. Leaving my friends and family behind, that was not an easy choice. I assure you, that was incredibly difficult. And to this day, spending Christmas alone, away from my friends and family, is very hard. It's a bitter pill to swallow. But I've come to realize, as I've gotten older, that it was the right choice indeed. To grow independent and to grow, to get these life experiences on my own, so that I could be a better person, a stronger person. As some of you may know, 2 months ago, I finally, after many years of struggling and filling out a lot of paperwork, I finally received my Australian citizenship, which is a feat I can certainly be proud of. But at the same time, it is still hard that I don't get to speak my mother tongue. Erica has a hard time to learn Dutch for some reason, and I don't judge her for that. It is what it is. It's a different language. It's difficult. Here in Australia, they don't grow up learning all these different languages when they are in high school or primary school. I can tell you for a fact, though, that living 15,000 kilometers away from your family at age 18, all alone, is very hard, and there's a lot of challenges and struggles associated with that. Whether it's finding a home, finding a job, building relationships, all these kinds of things are extremely difficult. But, like I said, they are very much worth doing, because they will help you build that responsibility. It'll help you build confidence. It'll help you build a sense of self. Since then, our relationship has grown quite exponentially, and I honestly couldn't see myself being with anyone else, to be honest. Yeah, that's something I couldn't even consider or conceive of at this point. Besides bills and work and, the usual stuff, it's all quite manageable, actually. It's not too bad. The one thing that never stops being a problem is missing your family. From personal experience, I can now say that when you're in close proximity to someone, whether it's living in the same house or living down the road from one another, you often don't value each other as much as you should. But as soon as they're completely out of reach, things change quickly and you want to be around them more and more. It has become easier over the years as I've gotten more mature, but things like seeing my siblings turn from little kids into adults without me being there, that is a bitter pill to swallow, and that's very hard to not be around. I wish I could be around for those kind of things, but that's my motivation, right? That one day I can have the opportunity to be close to them once again and not have to worry about the money or the distance, the costs of going over there. During Christmas, getting these tickets, 2,000-3,000 per person, and that is something that is not manageable for me at the moment, and I would love for that to be different, but it's just not possible. What I'm trying to say here is that this is the time of year, Christmas, New Year's, not birthdays or any other month really. It's just this period, the end of December. It's always the hardest. That feeling of sitting at the fireplace, eating food, sitting at the TV with with your parents or your siblings and friends, and that kind of that intimate feeling is very much. It's also different, Here in Australia, it's so hot. You can see it's bloody hot. It's like 38 degrees out at the moment. It's crazy. And over there, it's nice and cold. In some places it's snowing, and that's lovely. I miss that a lot. It's something I wouldn't trade for the world, but I can't have it. Not right now. And that's fine. It's just something I need to work towards. And in all honesty, I don't always see eye to eye with my friends or even my family members. But you know what? That's okay. That's what it's like sometimes. But when you're far away, you realize that, hey, maybe those little arguments, they don't matter that much, and you can make up and get along, even because most arguments, they're stupid, they're pointless. Very few things that are actually worth fighting about. The biggest thing that is being so far away has taught me is to sometimes just put little things aside and not let them ruin your day, and just get along. And just get better every single time. And just do better every time. For each other. And for yourself. Because this world that we live in is, as amazing as it is, it reminds us daily that the good things, they can be over in an instant. So, please, promise me something. If you are watching this, and you are lucky enough to spend Christmas and New Year's with your friends and family, do me a favor and hug them, kiss them, and take care of them throughout these days. Because I'm not able to. Family and friends are the number one most important thing in life. Our brothers, our sisters, our mothers, our fathers, our children. Nothing else is as important as that, ever, at all. Remember that. And with that being said, I wish you all an incredible time. Eat and drink as much as you want. Go out and have a blast, but of course be safe. And as I said, take care of your loved ones. I appreciate all of you. And I'm very excited to see what 2025 will bring for us. Thank you, Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year. See you next time, guys.